we are Rob and Ali, sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel. We are on a 3-day what cruise?
It's an 80s themed cruise on the P&O Pacific Encounter, so it doesn't actually go anywhere. It's 3 nights. It doesn't actually go anywhere. It goes out to sea and round.
Twiddles around and
goes
comes back. Yeah. So at the moment we're in Lily's Bar. This is a delightful little area on deck 5, just off the atrium.
Yeah.
So it's nice and bright here and we can see the waves in the sky outside, and we thought we would do our roundup of this 80s 3-day cruise. I was doing this to show you the old mustache here. This is going to go soon, we think. He hasn't grown attached to it, and the consensus is get rid. Bye, everybody.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be coming off. It'll be coming off.
Yeah. Now the reason we've got quite deep voices this morning and quite is because we've been singing all night and all yesterday. So we'll run through each of the things now, but overall we can tell you we have had a ball, and yeah, we'd highly recommend the 80s themed cruise, the 3-dayer.
Yes.
So let's just talk about party times or party animals versus just kind of having a more leisurely holiday, or just the live music where you're not kind of dancing and going rioting. So what do you think about that then?
It's not a leisurely holiday. It's look, it's like any cruise, I guess. Really, if you want to, there are places you can go. You can go to the Oasis. You can sit down. You can read a book. We're in Lily's at the moment. There's music going on in the background. I think it's going to the Encounter Hotel. I think they're doing a dance class, actually. I think that's what it is. I can hear feet. It's just fun, great music, great bands.
I would say if you are kind of the party person, a bit like us, we've got to that age now where there's nowhere for us to go to really have a dance and really let our hair down without the kids or anything. This is the place for you. There's a lot of groups of sort of small groups of women just on their own where they've left the kids at home, and the same for the guys. The guys, all different ages, come together about 5, 6, 7, 8 in a group, and
That's a good point, actually, because there are not just people on here who lived through the 80s like us and just love the music. There's a lot of younger people on here as well who are loving it. Yeah, and last night was probably the main night, because it was the first sea day. So we'd had a full day at sea. There's nothing.
Never seen so many people at a deck party ever.
3-deck party. It was 3 decks. Seriously, the band was superb. The band was absolutely excellent. The Lido deck was full. The deck above it, which I can't remember what it's called, was full, and the smaller one up there, I think that's the Sky deck. But it's 3 decks full of people dancing.
Well, and loads of people got dressed up. I mean, it literally anything went. There was costumes, there was funny costumes, sexy costumes. People just in their ordinary jeans and top or shorts. Not everybody got dressed up, and they were perfectly happy. Nobody looked at them as though they were odd. So you do you. If you're not comfortable in getting dressed up, then that's just fine. Yeah. Nobody's going to judge you here.
But having said that, there were a lot of people dressed up.
Yeah, even if it was just a hair or a hat or something.
And what a lot of people did was a lot of people just based their costumes on fluoro rather than an actual character. Last night was icons. There were some people who went. There's a guy Thor.
Well, we're going to do the dress code in a minute. So we'll just finish off with the parties. So just to say though, if you're not into doing all this and the jumping and the dancing and everything, and all that is just not you. There is live music right the way throughout the ship. There's entertainment. I think they've had a few comedy things. They've certainly had live bands on here and in different areas throughout the ship.
Lobby, Hotel Encounter, Blue Room, Lido deck. I'm trying to think.
So
where
you
else.
can sit down.
Those are the main ones for the live music.
Yeah, you can sit, have your drink or whatever, and you can watch live music without being part of that big party atmosphere and still have just a lovely time. Especially if you just don't like the noise and all that crowds and everything, you're still going to enjoy it. You're not going to be the party pooper. You can still be part of it. And the same thing, in the daytime, it's the same thing. You don't have to join in everything. Plenty to do and plenty of quizzes. Let's move on to the dress code. So we were just saying that for a themed weekend, you can go crazy. People had hired, you were just about to say the hired costumes. Oh my God, amazing. We had people dressed up as Top Gun. We had Freddie Mercury, quite a few Freddie Mercury's, Madonna's, all this kind of thing. But really, we even had people dressed up as beer cans.
and mobile phones. What I would say is that we see a lot of comments on Facebook about people asking about formal nights and what to wear and how much formal or how casual can you get away with. This is a cruise where you do not need to bring any formal gear whatsoever. You really just wear what you want. There's no expectations. There's no formal nights. It's all just casual. Dress up or casual.
You do you.
Dress code out the window.
You do you, and you're fine. But some of the hairdos. And men. Oh, so many men love to get dressed up and put the wigs on and the full gear, and it was hilarious. It was really, really good that people don't mind. And then, as I say, people who just are not into that thing. I was never really a dress-up person, I have to say. I was never really into all that. And I am now, not just because of video, it's just because we've come on so many of these cruises now that I just got into it. I just really love it. It gives me an excuse to kind of get dressed up and sing and party and things. So I think we've done about the music and the live music. The music's everywhere. What I do like about it on this particular cruise, the P&O cruises, is they will have what do you call it? Like music over the speakers. So they've got music in each of the rooms, as well as the live music. But this music that's piped. That's what I was trying to think of. Is not too in your face, is it? We've been on some cruise ships, and in the end, you're craving silence. You realise that you've had something in your ear. Well, I've got my headphones on here that just to listen to the telephone, if you're wondering what these are. Sometimes we felt as though we were just going to go crazy because it would be in the lifts, in the corridors. It was just music everywhere and too loud. This is just in the background, and you kind of switch off a little bit like when you're at the supermarket. Which is good, which is great. The shows, they did have shows on. There's one tonight.
But they're not production shows like you would normally get with all the dancers and everything else and a theme. They're bands, basically. First night was Popsicle. Second last night was I can't remember what.
Bad Lover.
Bad Loves. Bad Loves. That's right. Yeah, Bad Lover. The Bad Loves. And then tonight is Tina
Turner. Who wouldn't love a bit of Tina? Oh, poor Tina's not with us anymore. But we're going to have somebody strutting their stuff for us, so that should be really, really good. So it's different in as much as, although there's live music everywhere, they are always they're bigger. It's like going out to see a proper band on stage. Like the one last night was an 8-piece band, sort of rock band, so that really rocked out. And tonight with Tina Turner, that's going to be more of a show piece than just watching a band, so that should be fantastic. The casino, so just to tell you about the casino. The casino is open, but it does have to follow maritime kind of, or whatever it is, Australian law.
It was fairly busy last night, though, to be fair.
And in the day. Yep. So for everything that was going on, the casino was rocking as well.
When we were on the PNG cruise...
I'm sorry, I'm just about to have my coffee. I'm so thirsty after last night.
When we were on the Papua New Guinea, I'm watching the waves. The waves are really good. The ship's really stable. The waves are like crashing outside.
We're not moving. But the waves are crashing by.
And we... on the Papua New Guinea trip, the casino was not. There's some people in there, but it wasn't. But it is. There's been a lot of people.
This is packed though. This particular cruise is absolutely packed out. So just to let you know about the casino. So when you first get on the ship on your day one, it actually has to leave the port side and go a certain way out and be past a certain time and a certain distance away from the shore before that gets opened up.
Check the casino times if you're interested in going to the casino.
And they do have the tournament tournaments on. So if you're kind of a Texas Hold'em or those kind of poker players, they will have the tournaments are still on, even on these short 3-day cruises. The bingo is always on. They have the bingo sessions, I think, in the afternoon.
Yes, they do.
$2,000, I think it's up to prize money at the moment. And what else was I going to say about the casino? The closing times. So the casino will stay open, doesn't have a proper closing time. If there are people still in there partaking of a little gamble on the tables, it tends to be on the tables rather than the slot machines.
We've been partying too much to go to the casino this cruise.
Yeah, I might give it a little go tonight. See if we can go. Yeah, it might go.
Early in the morning,
we'll see. So they will keep it open if there are people playing on the tables. But once that goes down to just a couple of players and the tables are closed, that's it, closes up. Normally on other cruises, it's been about 12. It was quite late last night. People were up. They were keen to keep partying. So if they weren't at the disco, they were in the casino. Pools. All the pools are open as normal. I think there might have been a net on it last night to stop people going in because of the party.
But once the band finished, they must have taken it off because there were people in once the band had finished.
Yeah, and the pools are open. The outdoor pools are open until midnight.
Midnight, I think,
so they're open until midnight. Or they've all been, open, ready for business as usual, and all the sun lounges are out and the slides are open, so it's business as usual even on one of these cruises. And the shops are all open and all the deals are still on. You know, when you just want to do nothing on, when you've had a big night the night before and you want to do very little, the Oasis is always a nice place to go to, or just mooch around the shops or whatever. And then there's lots of activities. All the activities are still on.
Yep.
So there's the earring making, there's the shuffleboard competitions.
Oh, there is earring. Oh, it's keyring making today.
Yeah. Dance classes. So much going on at Elmis. The one I loved this morning, Elemis, which is the beauty spa. The one I loved this morning was called Champagne and Look Younger Party. Or sip champagne and look younger party.
That works for me.
I was like, "Whoa, this is good." So you just sip champagne and you look younger. And of course, what it meant was, come along to the How to Look Younger seminar, and they will give you a free glass of champagne. But there's lots of deals and things up there. We tried it out yesterday. I find it pretty pricey, but if you're coming on here as something special and you want to treat yourself, they do have lots of offers on for things like the massages and a hairdo, and they've even got teeth whitening now, and I think they've even got the injections for you to have. Well, certainly they do the lips because I've had that done. So yeah, if you've just got time to yourself, especially if you've got kids and things, and you just want that weekend to yourself to chill out and maybe have some beauty treatments done, that's all still on as normal. What we're trying to say is, because it's a short cruise and it's a themed cruise, everything else is still going on as normal. You still get everything as you normally would. Drinks package. You can't get a drinks package for the alcohol on one of these.
The alcohol packages, no, but you can get the refreshments package, which gives you all your soft drinks and it gives you all your teas and coffees. At the moment, it's just $25 a day. So if you like your soft drinks, your mocktails, your especially tea and coffees, your bottled water, all that, $25 a day. And it's done with. Three-night cruise, that's $75, and that's all those drinks taken care of for you.
Yeah. Now, it is, it's so full on this cruise ship. However, we haven't had a problem getting a table in the restaurants.
No.
We booked the Dragon Lady. We tried to book the waterfront and we were just too late, but they got us in.
We've had some problems booking on the app. We just haven't been able to book the restaurants on the app. But when we've been and seen them, they said they have had some problems, but just turn up. And we've done that, and we've always had a table straight away.
There's been no sort of queuing for long periods of time to get you in the restaurant. It hasn't been chaotic considering how busy it is. It's been really good. We've had a completely trouble-free time getting our lunches and dinners. If you get the munchies after a night out, the pizza.
If you've been on the deck party and then gone to the Altitude nightclub to carry on partying, and you suddenly realise that it's 2:30 in the morning,
And you got the munchies. They do ready to order, or what you call, not ready to order, made to order pizzas and burgers upstairs on deck 14. You have to pay for them.
Yeah, the additional
but they
cost.
start from about $12, $15, something like that. I tell you, it's priceless. 2:30 in the morning when you want those munchies. It's superb. Yeah, that's really good. And the very final thing, I'm just going to say this one because getting lost on board this cruise ship, please do not panic about getting lost. Everybody gets lost. You can actually just treat it as another activity.
At some stage, you will end up at the bottom of a staircase outside Dragon Lady with nowhere else to go.
Yeah, there's a staircase. That's all it takes to do. Everybody ends up there. And the other thing is, there's only so many lifts that will take you to the Altitude bar. They are the ones on the outside at the back of the ship.
Yeah.
None of the other lifts will take you that far.
Yeah, they all go to 14, maybe 15. I think those just go to 14 at the back, but you need to go to 17 to get the Altitude.
Everybody gets lost. We have been on this ship so many times that we still get lost. Some people look a little bit panicky. They get a little bit kind of stressed out about it. As I say, please don't stress. Just laugh about it, and ask somebody at the bar which way to go. At the lifts, there is always the little ship that tells you which floor you're on, where you are here, and which way to go. An easy way to remember is what we always say is put on the back of your door, point into the direction of this is the restaurants, this is where the pools are. That's just gets you out your cabin without wandering around a load. But then after that, just remember that the lobby is the centre of the ship, and that is on deck 5, 6 and 7. Make your way to there, and from there you can get anywhere. It's quite easy. It's not such a big ship, really, but and that's probably.
Okay, so this started off being a roundup of an 80s cruise, and there's a few extra bits in there which are sort of pretty general. But have we had fun? Yeah,
definitely.
Would we do it again? Yeah, we've already booked one.
Absolutely, yeah.
And hopefully the girls will be able to come with us on that one as well, because I think it's at a time when they won't be doing exams for their university. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get a future cruise credit here, because there's extra benefits. I'll tell you about those in a different video. But this has been fantastic. There's some great bands, absolutely fantastic bands, great variety of music. There's been rock music, there's been everything really from the 80s. We thought that they might run out, but 10 years of absolutely fantastic music that we lived through, and I'm sure a lot of people did as well. You're not going to run out, and they haven't. A couple of songs that we've heard a few times. Aha is quite popular. Anyway, but they...
I guess the other thing we wanted to say was, if you think this is going to be a cruise that's like one giant hen party with people wandering around that are just off their faces...
It can be if you want it to be. It's your cruise. But do what you want. If you want to have a big hen party or a big stag party or whatever you do
but
that.
it doesn't have that feel to it that you're either in danger, you know, that you need security.
Everybody's respectful.
And it doesn't feel like like a what was I going to say, like a Wild West party, where it's all like yee-haw and everybody drunk and everything and throwing things around. It's not like that at all. And in the daytime, everybody is very civilized, and in the evening, it's very friendly. And you just, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like one big party with family. It has that, you're with friends, and the bar staff are
And if you're
wonderful.
not, you will be by the time you get off.
Yeah, everybody just talks to everybody. You just say how wonderful their outfits are and things like that. The bar staff just cannot complain about them.
No, the staff are, as usual, the staff are absolutely super. Right, we're going to wrap this up now. If you've liked this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the notification button if you want to see more of our videos.
We'll get closer to you then.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us. We will see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye for now.